This is my wrap up for Black-A-Thon. First up, I read The Poet X. I enjoyed this a lot. It gave me a lot of revelations and feelings and thoughts. And I pretty much expounded a lot in my progress reports about this book. I feel like a lot of stuff that I said in there was a little controversial. And I don't know, it just made me feel, just reading this kind of made me feel a little controversial, you know, but I loved it, I enjoyed it, the romance was great, characters were great. This was a fun read. Next I read Strange Lore by Victor Kearney. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the color, the violence, the romance, the story. It was fun. It was just, I can really see this becoming a movie, maybe even like a TV series, because this would be fun to watch, like play out, and I don't know, have them make it on Netflix or something. This would be fun to watch. I enjoyed it a lot. It was fun, it was colorful, and it was just beautiful to like get immersed in. Next I read Black by Kwanzaa Osejefo and Tim Smith III. And this was another like action-packed story. I loved the action. I loved the plot. I just love how everything unfolded and built up and just expanded the world. I loved it. This was fun to read. I love meeting experiencing all the different characters and just getting those little, I'm gonna keep it real, like I think there were a lot of like insiders to Black culture that a lot of people might not get, but it's interesting to kind of experience, you know. I loved experiencing it because there's just like, they put a lot of little, you know, a lot of very Black-centric, Black culture-specific things into this book, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I caught that. You know, and it's fun. It's like you really just being seen within this story as a Black person and understanding Black culture, especially if you're a Black person, just knows Black culture and you're a part of it and you've experienced it, and it's just great to see it in this book and to see it just being bold and not needing to be explained. It just is. So this was fun, like a fun read, and I had fun reading it. So I started reading The Coldest Winter Ever. I've not finished it before February was done and Black-A-Thon was over, but I am so glad I'm back into this book because it is so good. I have said so many things about this book because it just makes me think so nostalgically about when I was young and I first read it, because I was just like, I didn't know no better, because this book, ooh, a mess, girl. Like, ooh, Winter's a mess, but she's so much fun. I love this book. I'm enjoying this book. I'm halfway through it. I'll probably getting closer to the end. But it's entertaining. Winter's entertaining. The people that she meets and interacts with they're helping her life, but you know, she's Winter, so she kind of dumb, and she thinks she know everything. She better than everybody. I'm telling you, this book is so good though. But it's so good. I love The Coldest Winter Ever, and I cannot wait to finish read it and move on to Midnight, which I intended to read for Black-A-Thon, but I have not gotten to it yet, and it's very long. But I will try to read it in March as kind of just a follow-up to The Coldest Winter Ever, since Midnight is in The Coldest Winter Ever, and this is kind of his origin story. I'm looking forward to reading this again. And additionally, for the challenges, I have read the group book. I wasn't able to catch up with the discussion. I will try to catch up with that and like kind of join in and put my voice in that discussion, because I have feelings and I have thoughts, and I want to see if like how much I can add to the conversation that hasn't already been said. When it came to the challenge of reading like Black authors, I pretty much have read all Black authors, like all the way around. Like I've read all Black authors and pretty much stories about Black protagonists in all stories. These are my two graphic novels for Wakanda Forever. And for the romance between two people of color or two black people, I would have to count the Poet X, because I can say romance in The Coldest Winter Ever, but not really. Right now, Winter is like a lone wolf no matter how much she's seeking love. I wanted to use Midnight Story as the romance between a person of color and someone black, but as I've said, I haven't gotten to that point. I haven't gotten to reading this yet. Definitely in this book, there is a romance between a black person and a person of color. This is also going to be the book that covers the challenge of intersectionality, since Midnight is an immigrant and he is black. Also, in reading The Coldest Winter Ever, Winter, it has the intersectionality of being a Latinx woman who is black, because her father is Latino. I believe he's Puerto Rican, but I'm not sure. I just know that his last name is Santiago. Although they haven't spoken much Spanish, I'm pretty sure Winter is Afro-Latinx. Also, she does cover another intersectional identity of being technically homeless, because sis gets a little homeless in here. And I haven't tapped into the spoken word pieces challenge. I still have to listen to those. I just haven't had the time to listen to them, but I will definitely listen to them and see how they hit me. Although I read the Poet X and I'm feeling a little bit better about poetry and verse, I'm still not all there yet. I'm still not sold. I'm just like, I still like my poetic musings to be set to like a really good beat. Also, as part of my Black-A-Thon reading, I kind of soundtracked my listening experience with music that correlated or didn't correlate to what I was reading. So, what have I listened to? I started off the month listening to the New Breed album by Dawn Richard, because that had come out like right before the month started. And then after that, I transitioned into listening to Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. And after that, I listened to some more New Breed by Dawn Richard, because I don't think anything I wanted to listen to had come out at that time. And then after that, Fantasy and Facts by Roses Gabor came out, and that album was such a revelation. It was so good. It was fun to listen to. And then Solange came and dropped, well, actually the month had ended by the time, but Solange was getting us ready. She was just putting on her little stuff, getting on Black Planet and stuff. So she released When I Get Home. So I've kind of been listening to that. So that is going to be a part of my International Women's History Month, and we're just going to be listening to a lot of black women. Just a lot of black women for the month, you know. So it's going to be black women and black music and black books and books by black authors and black stories. I had fun, and Black-A-Thon was inspiring. And I had fun reading these books and just kind of like very focusing my Black History Month on just reading a lot of books by black authors and with black protagonists, and kind of taking that on into March and focusing my reading on black authors and black protagonists, and also on black women for March. So happy International Women's Month, and shout out to black women. And black femme identifying people, shout out to them too.